Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, My So-Called Healthy Life. Okay, today I want to talk about kind of like putting things out into the universe and seeing where your answers come from in kind of an interesting way. So, I don't know how much I've talked about it on this channel. I know on my vlog channel I've talked about it quite a bit, but I didn't really know what to do with this channel, so to speak. As you know, this is my weight loss channel. It's also my motivation and inspiration channel. And kind of my goal of this channel is just to focus on and highlight better living in general. I will tell you that I have lost another pound as of yesterday. I'm like on the downward decline of weight. So I'm very happy with myself. My husband is actually going to make us salads tonight, and we're going to catch up on all of our TV shows. So I'm real excited about that. But I kind of wanted to talk about, a lot of things that I'm unsure of. Like I either pray on or I put it out in the universe and I say, okay, I'm going to have the answer come back to me. I didn't really know what to do with this channel, and I'll be really honest with you. If I do videos, this is kind of crazy, but if I do videos talking about my weight, the videos seem to do better, okay? And I mean as far as views, but obviously I'm not making any money off this channel, so I hope that most people know this channel isn't anything to do for money, right? Or views, really, but it would be nice to know that some people out there are watching this channel, if that makes sense. And so, but I don't really get tons of feedback other than the comments on this video or this channel. So I kind of have to go off that. And I was like, well, maybe because this channel isn't growing a whole lot, that people don't really like these videos. I don't know about you, but I constantly second guess myself, right? It's like if you make cookies and you take them to a party and nobody eats them, you're like, well, my cookies must have sucked, right? But maybe you didn't know that the person that was hosting the party put the cookies out the last 5 minutes before you were there, so nobody saw them. Does that make sense? A lot of times we make assumptions about things without knowing all of the information. So I don't know. A lot of times I don't know what people want from this channel, if that makes sense. And really I do these videos for me to be accountable for my weight loss journey, but also because I want to give you guys back things I've learned in my life, and to be as to be as inspiring as possible to other people, and kind of lift them up when they're down, as other people have done for me. So recently I've been thinking a lot about this channel, and I was like, okay, as of January 1st, do I want to continue the weight loss journey on here? Do I want to continue with the inspiration? In November, I'm doing the life change, life dream project. A lot of people have said that they're excited about that. I'm I don't really know what to do with this channel. It's kind of at a standstill, which is totally fine, right? I mean, these videos, to be honest with you, take me 10 minutes to sit down and talk about whatever I feel like I'm talking about for the day, if that makes sense. So it's not like it takes me 2 hours to do these videos and editing. I mean, I'm not going to BS about that. It just doesn't. So it's very much just like me sitting down and talking to a friend. It's very easy, and I like it. I like that it's we're sitting here over a cup of coffee just talking, right? But at the same time, I was like, well, if people aren't enjoying the content that I'm putting on this channel, then what's the point, if that makes sense? And I talked about this the other day, are the people that are watching it just watching it because they watch all of my stuff? So they're the 300 or 400 people that always watch all of my stuff. 2 days ago, I got 2 messages about this channel, about how much people like this channel. And today, I got a letter in the mail, my post office box, from Kelly. And I want to read the paragraph in here that she wrote specifically about this channel, because I really feel and I know Kelly's probably watching this thinking, okay, so I'm your message from the universe. Yes, a lot of times the universe, my higher power, whoever, my spiritual, whatever, speaks through other people to me and through their actions. A lot of times I find forgiveness, empathy, compassion through other people's actions instead of my own, and I role model that, or, I see some insight that they have into something. Does that make sense? So a lot of times I feel like the world speaks to me through other people. And I definitely think this was the case with Kelly. So I just want to read you this paragraph because it really meant the world to me. So she wrote me this whole letter, and it was very, very sweet. But the second page, she said, "Your so-called healthy life channel has also inspired me a lot. I struggle with self-worth issues and constantly make plans, but never follow through and even sabotage myself. but you've helped me realize that this ain't a dress rehearsal. I need to get over myself, stop overthinking everything, and start living as my true, genuine self. You've been doing so well, so proud of you. And I read this, I was sitting in my car when I read it, and I was like, so much of what she said was so true to me, right? That she said in here, I struggle with self-worth issues, so do I, and constantly make plans but never follow through. And you know, honest to God, since I have started, you know, like I started my booktube channel, then I started my main channel, and people were like, don't do that, it's confusing. I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway. Then I started my vlog channel, people were like, that's too much, it's 3 channels. I was like, I don't care, I wanna do it. And then I started this channel, and people were like, okay, really, you're gonna start a diet channel? And a lot of people even said you're gonna start like a weight loss channel, whatever. At Christmas time, because I started it a year ago, it's been almost a year since this channel's been up. And I was like, whatever, I wanna do it. It's fun, it's for me, you know, I can talk about what I wanna talk about on here. But then I like second guess myself, which is really what the beginning of this video was about. Like where I start thinking, well, maybe nobody likes this channel. Maybe I just sound stupid. Maybe everybody thinks, oh, he's failing at this diet anyway, so what's the point? But you know, for those of you that have stuck through this with me, thank you. You're indirectly through this camera lens, my support network, and I really appreciate that. Like it makes me feel like I have 300 or 400 people on a daily basis that are supporting me, and it really means a lot to me. Like it makes me not second guess myself when I read the comments and I get the support and I get letters like this. It makes me think, okay, what you're doing is impacting somebody else out there, you know, just through your story and your words. And then she says in here, she realizes that life is not a dress rehearsal, which is something that I always say from the movie Anti-Mame. And I love that saying when she says, you know, life is a smorgasbord and some poor suckers are starving to death. Basically meaning take your life while you can. And I hope that through this channel, I've inspired a lot of people. I hope that other people have been able to, you know, start their weight loss journeys with me. I know there are a lot of people that are doing 10 times better than I am because you guys have sent me your pictures, you've sent me your, you know, updates of how much you've lost and all that kind of stuff. And so for me, this channel, I think it's turned into something else. It's turned into kind of like a daily healthy living diary where I check in and I kind of am like, okay, Peter, how are you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically today? And I love that it's kind of turned into that. And, you know, I love that I read the meditations, and a lot of times I wouldn't probably even put the thought or the discussion into it that I do. I love that I've stayed on my diet because I wouldn't have had I not started this channel. And I love that there are people out there that get inspired by that because it makes me feel like even me just talking in this camera right now isn't so pointless. So thank you. Thank you for that. You guys have really made all of this worth it to me. I will not be stopping this channel. I will be continuing it. I've decided I will be continuing this even if it only gets 1 view a video. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.